Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from whatever part of the world you're tuning in from. My name is Tracy Naubert, and I am your English expert for the IELTS exam. I'm currently a postgraduate student at the School of Education in Trinity Western University, Canada, and I'm en route to a PhD in English. My academic training is on TESOL, that's teaching English to speakers of other languages just like you, and I used to mark the IELTS exam at the British Council. So my daily nuggets are designed to tell you some of the things that I failed candidates for and to help you watch out for them. Today comes to the end of my week, and I've been dealing with the listening module if you've been following up with all my videos. And today my topic is using prediction skills. Now, when you're working on the listening module, what you want to do is you want to use prediction skills to help you understand if you're going to get it right or if you're going to get it wrong. I would like to handle one particular feature, which is listening blindly. Now, listening blindly means that you're hearing the audio without knowing what information you want to get from it. Now, this is dangerous because if you do not give yourself the opportunity to plan out or zone out for something that you need, chances are that when you hear it, you could miss it. This will actually put you in a state where you're unable to identify the correct answer, and then you would have wasted your time. Remember that the IELTS exam is timed, so you basically want to make sure that you're utilizing every single minute of your time without wasting it at all. So you must read the given instructions properly. Look for clues, look for clues around your examination script. Look for clues in the audio that you're listening to. It's equally important to predict some sort of information before the audio begins. You should be able to predict the kind of audio you're going to listen to. You can get hints from this based on the way the questions present themselves. Like if the audio is talking about finding the time to something, you know that you're listening out for an event or for a scheduled activity from someone's calendar, etc. Specific information that the question demands you to find should be something that you're looking out for. Generally, I would always scamp my examination question scripts before I look into my answer script. I would always know what is expected of me, because if I know what my expectation settings are, I'm in a better position to achieve those goals that I'm going into the exam hall for. Without prediction, it may get difficult for you to find your response from the audio, and you really don't want to waste your time. This is like my greatest advice. Now, underlining the key points or keywords can help you predict. So you want to be able to underline and pick out the keywords that you're looking for. Again, you can find this in your examination script because the script will always give you a format of what it's looking for. So you want to read that and then give yourself an opportunity to zone out those keywords so that you're able to predict once the audio starts to play. When the audio is being played, you need to concentrate where the keywords or its synonyms and paraphrases are used. Remember, I talked in one of my videos, I talked about you using inference in order to answer questions. In this case, inference plays out because the words might not come out exactly the way they are in your answer script. They might come out with other synonyms or other things that mean something that is the same word. So you want to look out for that. You want to look out for keywords where the synonyms are used or where paraphrases are used. That way you can key into your inference skill. You might find your answer somewhere in that part of the audio. You never know. This is why it's so important for you to keep on listening out for what is said, what's not said, and what's implied. Again, try not to lose your focus and avoid distractors. I know it can be difficult, so I generally advise people, if you're not pressed for time, write the IELTS exam at a time when you are calm in your life, not when you're going through a heartbreak, when you're dealing with bad news of someone's death, when you are going through some issues in your life that are distorting you mentally or emotionally, because you're working with cognitive power, you're working with your brain. Your brain works when it's in a place of calm, and it's a total effect, like from head to toe. You have to be okay before you write an exam. So if you feel that you are physically ill, if you feel that you are mentally, emotionally, or vice versa challenged, it might be a good idea for you to write the IELTS exam when you do not have this going on in your life, because they can bring in serious distractors in the examination hall. You can have your answer right there and your question paper in front of you, and then you're thinking about about what he said, what he did, what he didn't do, what he didn't say. Sometimes our minds can just travel, and you have no idea how far your mind can travel except you give it a chance to come back. So try not to lose your focus and try to avoid distractors. Generally, the examination hall will be so silent you could hear a pin drop. But silence doesn't always mean that you will not have a mind that travels. It can happen even in the most quiet of all environments. So my tip for acing every exam I've ever written in my lifetime is to make sure that I get at least 8 hours of sleep the night before. I don't joke with that one. Like, even if I did not finish all the reading I needed to do, I will pause and I will give myself a good night's sleep. Because if I don't, if I try to rush and say, let me read all night, let me read in the morning, let me read in the exam hall, let me read as I'm going into the room to take my scripts and start, I know that my brain will experience a block. And I might just break down and shut down. I need to give my brain the opportunity to breathe. Whatever has gone in there over the years or over the weeks or over the months has already gone in there. The way I see it is, I stand a chance of excelling if I just get my brain to relax, so that whatever we did manage to get in there over time, we can at least bring that one out on the examination day. So I always make sure that I surround myself with the things that I like, and I don't do any reading or studying on the day of the exam. I don't. You can never, even while I was an undergrad, while I was doing my master's, I would never ever study on the day of the exam. I would spend that day having a great breakfast. I would spend that day maybe catching up with friends. I would spend that day chilling or just taking my time to do my makeup or select what to wear. I would take my mind completely off the exam, because I know that once I introduce anxiety, that is the beginning of the end for me. Like, I just have failure waiting. So I always made sure that I did things that helped me to relax. I didn't study again on that day of the exam. Like I said, I spent more time relaxing and gisting so that I can delete any anxiety from my system before I engage with the exam. And this is how I'm advising you to go with the IELTS exam. I'm advising you to take your time to relax. I'm advising you to make sure that you're able to use prediction skills. The best way to use prediction skills is for you to be relaxed well enough to be able to engage with the examination questions. I really, really hope that you take your time to chill out. Before I go today, I'd like to invite you to my Q&A session on Instagram this Sunday. It's the 1st of November 2020, and I'll be answering all your IELTS related questions on Instagram. I'll be starting at 7 p.m. West African time. That's GMT, Greenwich Meridian time +1. So I hope that you get to attend. I marked the IELTS exam for a specific time in my life when I really enjoyed doing it. I want you to come into the Q&A session and ask me all your questions. Anyone you have, the silly ones, the confusing ones, the shocking ones, bring them on. If you'd like to email me your questions ahead of time, you can also do that. Please send your email to englishexpertforielts@theonlinelady.com. I'll take it again, englishexpertforielts@theonlinelady.com. And I hope that you give yourself the chance to relax as you go into the examination hall. Bring all your questions. Bring them coming. Like, I am so looking forward to them. And remember that we're social. We're English Expert for IELTS everywhere on social media. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on our YouTube channel. You can also find us on Instagram. And we're also on the internet. So try to go to our website and then see what's going on there. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for always watching my videos. I really look forward to making another one tomorrow, because now I'm really beginning to enjoy my community of students. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and enjoy the rest of your day ahead. This is Tracy going now. Bye.